Hi, I hope you've been having yourself a great week. Well, it's been pretty exciting. The market seems to be really heating up and people are really busy. You know, I just wanted to recap our session last week, which was session number 5 of the Remax Sales Power program. And it was all about holding an open house. In particular, I want to set how and discuss how to drive more traffic to your open house. In that session, Tom Ferry reviewed 6 things we can do to get more people to come out to the open house. The first thing is, always the most important thing, is that you need to select the right property. Absolutely. This is one where the seller is actually agreeing with you that they want to have an open house, but they have to do a few things to get that house right. So what makes it the right property? Well, I think first of all, you want to make sure that it's priced right. If it's a home that's overpriced, you need to talk to the seller about getting it at the right price before you do your open house. So this is a great opportunity to actually negotiate a price reduction. So also it has to be a home that shows well. The seller has to cooperate in getting the house looking right. Because if the home doesn't look right, you know what? People are going to walk in there and they're going to be disappointed. Not only does it look bad for the home and make it hard to sell, but it looks bad on you as the real estate agent marketing that home. What buyer is going to have confidence in the real estate agent that has a home that looks unattractive in the marketplace? The third thing that you need to do to select the right home is to make sure that it's easy to get to. Personally, I always look at it and say, you know, if it takes more than 3 signs to find the house from the corner, the major corner that you're going to go in from, that's too many signs. It's too hard to get to. Now, it's not that you're not going to use more signs. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. You're going to use a lot more signs than 3. But it shouldn't take more than 3 direction arrows from a major corner to get to that house. If it's further back than that, you're going to be lost and they're going to give up trying to find you in most cases. The second thing you want to do is you want to promote this home to more people. And there's a couple of ways you can do that. First of all, you might email your database. Let all the people know that that you know in your database that you're having the open house. In particular, people perhaps in that general vicinity, that quadrant of the city that you're doing the open house in. You want to invite them all there. You haven't seen them for a while. You want to get them down there to have a look at the house. Another thing you're going to do, step number 3, is you're going to do some door knocking. Yeah, I know. None of us want to do door knocking. But this is the ideal opportunity to invite some of the neighbors to come and have a look at the home. Because a special invitation to them not only will it create more interest, but it also may find a buyer for that home, or perhaps another house in the future that you can be listing. Have that open house, and you might want to do a special open house. Tom suggests that one of his clients does an open house where they have a lunch 1 hour before the open house starts. And they invite the neighbors in to a special invitation only, come for lunch, preview the home before the public gets to see the house. That way, if there's still people hanging around when the open house starts, someone comes at the open house allotted time, appointed time, what a buzz it might create by already having a bunch of the neighbors there, already looking at the home. When you can see cars out front, you can see people talking, coming and going. You know, other people want to come into the home as well. You know, activity breeds activity. Number 4 is have your open house promoted in all of your advertising. You can promote it through the ML Exchange. Just log that in on the database through the Edmonton Real Estate Board and have that come up onto the Realtor.ca website. So that's one way to promote it. You can promote it on Kijiji and Craigslist. You can promote it in any advertising that's being done, perhaps through the company or the company's websites at that time, or your own website. In other words, promote it wherever you can in advertising. This may be one of the times to use the newspaper to promote an open house, because there are, believe it or not, there are still some people who check the Edmonton Journal, the Real Estate Weekly, perhaps even the local neighborhood newspaper to see which open houses are going to be that weekend that they'll attend. 5th, promote it on Kijiji or Craigslist or buysell.com or one of the other websites that are available for free to promote that open house on. Get it up there. Remax Main Street has some what they call Craigslist ads, but you can convert that to Kijiji or somewhere else, and they look professional, they look great. So that's Main Street Design Center. Look it up, try it. You'll be really pleased with it, I'm sure. And the last thing that he suggested doing in the Sales Power program for open houses is place as many open house signs as possible around the neighborhood. Not just only those 3 to get to the house, but also signs, maybe 15, 20, 30 signs anywhere up to maybe 5-minute drive out from the home, so that there's lots of signs out there in advance. If you're doing the open house on a Sunday, remember the bylaw says here in Edmonton that you can leave open house signs out from 3 o'clock Friday afternoon straight through till 10 p.m. on Sunday or holiday Monday. So you might as well get them out as long as you can. So put them out on Friday. Let those 15, 20, 30 signs promote you in your open house for those days in advance. Hang our sign rider on the open house sign that says open house Sunday, 2 p.m., 1 p.m., whatever time you're holding it at, and promote that open house in advance of the open house as well. So those are the 6 points. If you do some of these things, you plan for them, you're bound to have a more successful open house. So the question is, of those 6 things, which ones are you going to do to make your next open house more successful? Until the next time we get together, which will be on Tuesday, we're going to talk about how to become an appointment setting machine. And so I look forward to seeing you Tuesday. Have a great weekend, much success, and remember, we're going to crush it.